what's up, Roxstars? Long time no see. It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 2, The Reunion Part 2. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, so it opens with Trina going off on Trick Daddy like she did at the end of last episode. Okay, if it wasn't for Trick Daddy, it would be no fucking Trina. That's what he tells her. Oh no, honey. Trina begs to differ. She's going off on him. Ain't nobody checking for you and your old raggedy ass music. Okay, nigga, don't play with me. Ain't nobody listening to your music, that old fuck shit. You know, she going off, and he was just like, you better calm that bitch down. Okay, because the problem here is you let her say anything, and you know that hoe is wrong. She going off even after the crazy 88s have taken her off stage. Kiss my ass, bum ass nigga. Don't play with me, boy. And Nina was listening to everything, and everybody was just like, oh my goodness, where did all this vitriol come from? Nina was like, this is horrible. Okay, we're gonna move on. Yes, let's move on. Now let's move on to Prince and this damn Papi Shampoo dance. They want to know what made him become a singer. Well, you guys, it looks like it just bit him. He was in the studio one time with Bobby and Chaotic, I think he said, and all of a sudden he was just led by the spirit to come out with the Papi Shampoo. Bobby and them says that he is even more passionate about music than any of them are. Oh, are you really? Well, give us a little bit of the Papi Shampoo. Okay, well, you know what? He ain't got his auto-tune and he ain't got his music and his lasers and shit. But you know what? He can get up and do y'all a little something. He get up with this old flicked ass, you know, sideways Chris Brown, you know how they like to do that moonwalk to the side, you know, real flicked and stupid looking. I was like, boy, sit down. Now, we get past that. Now we're talking about Chaotic hitting on Liz. Why was Chaotic so upset about what Prince said to him about his sister? And Chaotic was just like, now first of all, Chaotic was real hype. Again, we always get those ones who, it's their first reunion, they be way emotional or way excited. That is Chaotic tonight. Okay, bring it down some, bruh. He gonna calm down if he does make it to the next season. But he just didn't feel like the two compared. His relationship with his sister is totally different than what Prince had with Liz. So that's why he approached her. And Veronica on the other side was just like, you should have never said anything. If that's how you felt, you should have kept that shit to yourself. Chaotic is maintaining that look, and all he was doing was telling her how good she looked. And of course he's funny, and so he was getting egged on by the damn crowd. Now Prince says, I just thought that we was homies, like, you know, for you to say some shit like that, you know, about my, you know, as a friend of mine. And Chaotic was like, we not friends, we co-workers. Oh, shout out to Nene. And then of course he starts screaming and yelling because now he's all hyped up about how the fact that Liz came up to him and put her leg up on a bench or something and was like, hey Chaotic, what you want to eat? And he said that he was traumatized ever since. He'd been hungry, he wanted to eat. I said, just the whole visual that I got of Chaotic putting the face in the place on any fucking body. Oh my God, just no. He was so fucking animated. The crazy 88s had been jumped up there, but he wasn't fixing to do nothing. He just having himself a good old time making people laugh. But Prince was mad, and maybe y'all should have been over there with him. Y'all know he real wiry, okay? Nigga get through your fingers like that. So he want to beat Chaotic's ass, you know. He telling Chaotic how he don't run for nobody, you know, he can handle this right now. Chaotic is a fake and phony. You can check right now. He wore my clothes in a video, okay? I'm not lying and all this. And Chaotic was like, what? I got on $2,000 shoes right now. I said, yeah, Chaotic is definitely swept up right now. He's feeling himself. He's on that stage, he's got everybody's attention. I was just like doing the absolute most. He looked like he smelled like burp all the time. If that wasn't enough yelling and screaming, child, it came time to jump on Jojo. We're gonna call this the jump on Jojo hour. I said, fuck Jojo. We must suck for every damn body on the show to not like you. And I mean, I know that we didn't like JoJo either, but usually you can find one person that you could take some solace with on the cast. When everybody don't like you, girl, you might as well not come back next season. Now, We talked with Bucky and her hair, who looked good, by the way. Bucky and her hair was one of my good, picks for best dressed. I just forgot last week because, like, today I'm forgetting some shit. But yeah, Bucky and her hair looked good. Her hair looked nice. Her outfit looked nice. But anyway, Bucky and her hair said that they asked her, did she snatch her wig because of the empanada throwing, or did she do it because of the shit with Pleasure P? Bucky and her hair said she did it because she felt like they was building a friendship, and then Jojo kind of, turned on her by... Mr. Keep on calling me. Keep on fucking calling me. I cannot do the video. Hello? So anyway, Bucky and her hair said that she felt hurt that, Jojo took their friendship for granted. Then we start hearing a story about the reason why Bucky and her hair got wrapped up with Jojo was that Jojo was complaining to Bucky and her hair about Amara La Negra being in her man's DMs. And evidently she must have went on and told Bucky and her hair all of her problems with Amara La Negra. And when Bucky and her hair fell out with Jojo, then Bucky and her hair went back and told Amara La Negra all of the shit that Jojo had done told her. So then Amara La Negra, who seemed to have a battery in her back this night, okay, she starts to talk about how Jojo man had then dropped her because she was a thought, and she was going on and on. And I was so lost because I was like, now when did all this happen? Did I miss it on the show? Did they talk about Amara La Negra being in Jojo's man's DMs, at least to this extent? I know they kept on saying she always in everybody's man's DMs, but they never really... I didn't remember hearing all of this, so when they was talking about it, I was lost. I was just like, now what? Bucky and her hair gets so mad at Jojo. She says that Jojo was on social media saying that she had cancer. Bitch, I didn't have cancer. I had something else that didn't have nothing to do with cancer. Bitch, okay, so she trying to fight her. The crazy 88 stop her. Amara La Negra then read her to death over there. And Jojo just sitting all the way on the other side, just looking at everybody like, sort of like peasants. Nina asked Pleasure P, how did he feel about all of this? He was like, first of all, me and Jojo just went on a few dates. We was never together like that. They weren't even boyfriend and girlfriend. So that was Amara La Negra, that was Bucky and her hair, and that was Pleasure P that then hung Jojo out to dry. Then we get to Bobby and Jojo and why Amara La Negra had problems with them. It was because she sat there and left while he destroyed me on camera. He didn't destroy you on camera. He said one thing, Amara La Negra. One thing, and you now all of a sudden it's this. Again, the telenovela is starting. So while Amara La Negra is mad at Jojo, then Veronica jumps in. And she says that Jojo, the reason why she got so many problems is because she's just ugly on the inside. And no matter what you do, you can't fix that shit. So then Prince gets up and he says how he had problems with Jojo. And, it's unfortunate because he been knowing Jojo the longest, even before the show. And he felt like Jojo threw him under the bus and he couldn't even understand why. Okay. And so then Jojo tries to explain to him that she was sorry, that she shouldn't have been that way, but that she knew that Bobby had done told her a bunch of things, and then she apologized to Bobby about to tell her his business. And she says, but Bobby is in love with you. Okay. Bobby is in love with you. And Prince was like, what? And Bobby is like, what? Like, did you really just tell him that? And she was just like he told me that he was in love with you. And Prince was like, he is not in love with me. When she said that, everybody up there was upset with her, especially Miami Tip. See, she a messy ass bitch. Nina was like, why are you so upset? And she was like, because she is. Like, I tried to be her friend, and that only lasted for a couple of days because I realized what kind of bitch she is. She keep too much shit going. That Miami Tip just goes off on her, okay? You a shady ass, shiesty ass bitch. That's why nobody fucks with you, bitch. She starts shit with Chaotic, with Amara La Negra. The bitch is just messy. Fuck you, bitch. She goes on and on about how she had never called her out of her name. And I said, well, girl, you made up for it tonight. Okay, because you done called her about 48 bitches in a matter of 3 minutes. But Miami said that she messy. She go back and forth between Bobby and Prince. Keep a lot of shit going between the two of them. That's why them two was always fighting. And I just couldn't understand why Miami Tip was this mad. Okay, and you almost would get the feeling that some other shit had happened behind the scenes why everybody had a problem with Jojo. Okay, everybody had a problem with Jojo. Like I said, girlfriend need to just leave the show. Then we move on to Veronica and Jojo. Veronica obviously hates Jojo. Would you be open to making up with her? Hell fuck no, bitch. She's a piece of shit and I wouldn't even wipe the bottom of my foot with her. I said, well, damn. And then Veronica goes on to add for good measure, I wish we would have had that fight because we would have got in that ring and I would have beat her ass. I said, girl, did she fuck your man? Now, what exactly happened between Jojo and Veronica for it to be this bad? So they all going off on her, and it's starting to look like, damn, the whole cast is jumping on her. And that's when Amara La Negra was like, we don't want to look like bullies. We are just reacting to what she has done to us. That's why she's sitting way over there, because she knows what she has done. And Jojo's still sitting over there with that same look on her face. I said, girl, you gonna need security to get your ass. Get one of the crazy 88s to walk you to your car after this show. Then, if that wasn't enough, we move on to the roots. Jojo says that she knows that Amara La Negra practices Santeria. I believe that's what it's called. I'm sure if that's not it, you guys will all correct me. But she knows that she practices that religion, you know, and brings up something about voodoo and all of that. And Amara La Negra was like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't practice that. And then Bobby says, well, you had that picture of you when you were being some God or some man. Okay, she was like, yes, I was invoking his spirit, but that still doesn't mean that I practice the religion. I don't practice that religion. But even if I did, then that would be fine too, because that would be my choice. But ain't nobody put no damn roots on Jojo, even though Jojo was convinced that they did. So she was just like, so fuck you, bitch. I said, oh, child, I ain't never heard all of them talk about one person like this ever. They all had it in for Jojo. That shit went on and on and on and on. It was like somebody had a brick and had it on the acceleration pedal and just laid it there, honey. They just went off on Miss Jojo. But I was just like, damn, everybody, let's just calm it on down just a wee little bit. Now, we move on back to Prince and Bobby and Liz. Okay, first things first, Bobby wants to clear up. I'm not in love with Prince. I did once say that I have love for him, but I'm not in love with him. And Prince was like, yeah, it was unfortunate because we had a real cool friendship. All of me, him, and Miami Tip. But when they said that shit about Liz, we hadn't even hung around in 6 months. So that's why I was so pissed that they would even say that shit to her, because they didn't even really know what went on. So you guys friends now? He was like, yeah, we cordial. We all say what's up and we sit and talk and everything, but it's not like how we had been. Because people don't understand, like, we both flamboyant, but he's gay flamboyant and I'm straight flamboyant. So when people would see us together and he would be pulling all that shit and acting crazy, then they would think that I was gay as well, but that's not what the situation is. Prince goes on to say, like, I do miss our friendship, because me and Bobby had like a real friendship. It was real cool, and we were showing everybody that a straight person and a gay person can be friends, both be men, and have no sexual ties to each other. Okay, but he feels like that shit got ruined, and then Bobby, gets emotional and says, he's still working on himself. There's some things that he wishes that he would handle differently and that he's trying to change that. But as far as Prince and Bobby's and Miami Tip's relationship, it's not the same as it had been, and probably will not be the same. As far as Prince and Liz are concerned, they good. They've been together. They worked it out. Okay, and now they fine. And so is there anything else that we need to know about, you and Liz? All right, and Prince was just like, and then Bobby says she's pregnant, and then Prince was like, we make it to season 3, we'll save that for the storyline. Okay, I was just like, oh, okay, plan ahead, I ain't mad. So then we move on to Gunplay and Kiara. I was like, child, y'all could have kept these last few stories, but we got to close them out now. They aren't together because of some shit that they can't come back from as far as Kiara is concerned. He said that he messed up and he admits that, but he trying to do right now, but she don't listen. So you know what? He ain't got time to be trying to sit here and pay for some shit that he done did to Kiara in the past over and over and over and over and over and over again. He's trying to know better and do better, and she don't want to, she don't want to deal with it. So as far as he's concerned, she done prepared him for, to be a better man for another woman. They talk about Amara La Negra being in the DMs and how Kiara didn't never think that maybe she was trying to get with him, but she still thought it was inappropriate because, she was sending little emojis and all of that. And Amara La Negra was like, I never wanted to be with Gunplay. I never checked to see if he had a girlfriend because I didn't look at him like that. She was just trying to get some work. Her manager said to get in touch with Gunplay. She reached out to him through DM. But she was just like, Gunplay, do you think I like you? And he was like, nah, blood, nah. Okay, all right then. So that's what that is. But as far as Kiara and Gunplay, Gunplay said he gonna move it on along, concentrate on his music. If she ever decide to come back around, then he's here. And then we finally close it out with Jessie Wu and Chinese Kitty, and both of their admissions that they have been sexually assaulted, and how that whole segment on the Me Too and meeting with the lady and all that, and them both were being able to get out their stories, helped them and even helped other women. Jessie Wu does say that she got backlash for even opening up on social media, and she wasn't expecting that. It's hard enough to tell your story, and then for people to come and back, lash out at you for just trying to say what happened to you, that wasn't fair. And even Amada La Negra took up for her and said, yeah, it's not fair that people do that to victims. You just re-victimizing them. But Chinese Kitty said that she did get a lot of people reach out to her in her DMs and saying, like, your story was my story, and thank you for sharing that. That just made me feel better and realize it wasn't just me, and that we make mistakes, but we get stronger for it. And so they both had learned something from that whole Me Too movement, the Me Too segment, I should say. And they asked Trina how does she feel about bringing them to that discussion, and Trina said, she felt bad because that is not supposed to happen, but you can't just run away from it. You can't be the victim. Okay, you use that to be a survivor because you are strong and you can do it, and don't let that stop you from achieving your dreams. And then, in conclusion, Nina goes around and asks them, Bobby, did you have any regrets? Yeah, Bobby has a lot of regrets. He wishes he did things differently, but like he said, God is not through with him yet. Trina, she says that she has a new album coming soon. Amara La Negra tells us again that she's bought her mom a house. Kiara says that she is out there living her best life. And Hollywood said that he's got a big deal on the table. So it looks like things is looking up for him. Oh, and he also wants to go out with Bucky in her hair, that he loves her. I said, oh, Bucky in her hair again. Go on and get that third season storyline going. Hollywood and Bucky in her hair. Can you even picture that? I really can't, but stranger things have been done. But that is the wrap up on Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 2. Thank God. Alright, Roxstars, let me get off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrrox. The channel is for itsrrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom. Alright. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.